Hi Eric.
Hi.
You spoke yesterday about the importance of learning from the 3-0 game in December and the challenges you faced here today. Why do you think you were quite passive in that first half, that you couldn't match the intensity that Bournemouth brought to the game?
There was some points. One thing was that Harry Maguire had an issue first half, and luck for us, he overcame, and during the game he recovered from it. And you see then the second half, he was up there, and then he can express his leadership. He can express his, of course, defending qualities and his rest on the ball, and we needed that especially in this back four. We lose then some balls in areas we shouldn't lose them, and I think, for instance, when you see the first goal, the setup was good, but in that area you should never lose a ball, but then it's still not the goal. But then over the right side defending, we had some problems in the first half, and in the half time I think we repaired it, and then we were second half, Harry were better, we repaired it on the right side, and then we took more control of the game, and in the end when we would have been more calm and composed, I think even we could have had a win. But first half, it's the truth. They were better. They created chances. But the cool thing is, we come twice. We return from losing position. So this team, the spirit is good. The resilience is good. So they show some character.
But have you seen the goal again? The Kluivert goal, because he's in so much space. And what was happening down that right side?
That already. And that is happened before that. That Solanke was dropping in, and we didn't anticipate good on that. It had something to do with organization, and that is what I point to. You need some coaching there. Then you stop at that source, and then in the second phase, it was too easy over the right side. There was a big gap, and Kluivert should never get that ball there. But if then we have to close it. So that's clear and obvious.
Was that why Garnacho came off at half time? Because was it completely tactical?
I think we had to repair it over the right side. We didn't play well. The spaces were there in possession, and we had to bring a sub there. Garnacho was during the week. Also, he wasn't training. Only yesterday. We thought bring some energy and bring some more quality. So quality in sense of cooperation, togetherness over that right side.
Hi Eric. Were you angry at the players at half time? What did you say to them? Because it did seem like they were really not motivated at all in that first half.
Nah, I'm very long in football. They were very motivated, but as I explained, but then I have to repeat myself. I don't do that. They were motivated, but the organization wasn't right, and we lost balls where we shouldn't lose them. Under pressure of the opponent, but our players are better than this.
I think that's one win in 7 now, Eric. I know you've recently been saying, trust the process, the plan is working. What evidence is there that process is working?
So this group of players who's available, you see our back four, and that's telling the story. But we know our demand, but that's telling absolutely the story, and especially if then one of the players is struggling, and then we couldn't sub him as well, because we are run out of centre halves.
Eric, there are 6 games to go. You're 10 points off the Champions League places. How much pressure do you feel under now, because time is running out to reach that top 4 or 5?
We give what we can, but I am also realistic. And when the full squad was there, I still would have say high belief, but we will keep fighting also with the players who are available, and you see there is high potential, but also young players, they make mistakes, and if they have to perform every Premier League, they proved they can compete with the best teams on the highest level, they proved. But now they have to do it consistently. And that is always the next step for young players.
So do you accept that Champions League place is beyond you now? Or you
No, I didn't say that.
Last question.
Eric, earlier in the season, you were keeping a lot of clean sheets, but struggling to score. Now, you're struggling to keep clean sheets, but you're scoring much more prolifically. What's changed?
Because we developed our attacking game. But in the attacking game, we don't have problems with injuries. We have the players available in our offensive part. But in the defense, we have to catch up. But there is not, the players are not available.
Okay. So Eric, there's a danger you could get caught in 7th place. And if you fall below 7th, that would be the worst finish in Premier League history for United. Do you think you're going to be above?
I don't take that question. It's not. It's not important.
Try.
Micah Richards thought $19 million Manchester United player had an absolute nightmare against Bournemouth. Micah Richards was left baffled by some of the decisions made by Manchester United players in yesterday's draw at Bournemouth. Erik ten Hag's side were able to salvage a point on this occasion, but could have easily left with nothing late on. Fortunately, Bruno Fernandes was determined not to be on a losing team and delivered an excellent display. The Manchester United captain is often chastised for his frustration towards his teammates on the pitch, but yesterday it seemed to fuel his strong performance in isolation. In fairness, the likes of Harry Maguire and Kobbie Mainoo also delivered respectable displays, but there was little to cling on to elsewhere. That being said, Micah Richards was amazed by how poor Manchester United's right-hand side were at times whilst analysing the game on the BBC's Match of the Day. And as well as pointing out the insufficiencies of both Willy Cambuala and Alejandro Garnacho, the pundit was most concerned with Diogo Dalot. Richards was initially analysing the build-up to Dominic Solanke's opener for the home side and simply couldn't understand what the 19-meter defender was doing positionally. He explained, "It was Man United's right-hand side. I was a bit disillusioned with what was going on. So Dalot was going inside. We've seen fullbacks do that with Spurs. And the reason why he was doing that was so Garnacho could be free. He goes into one position, he goes into another position, but he doesn't affect Bournemouth in any way." Of course, yesterday's performance can't have done Erik ten Hag much good in terms of remaining as Manchester United boss beyond the season. The speculation over the Dutchman's future refuses to stop right now, and for good reason. Although United didn't lose yesterday, which should hardly be a barometer of success anyway, there's just no signs that things will improve. Players look bereft of a plan at times, and the club just continue to rely on individual moments to pull them through.